Imagine if I told you everything you knew about dogs and cats was wrong because we decided that some animals that we'd been calling dogs were actually cats. If that happened, you'd probably have questions, right? Well, guess what? That just happened. This is a part of the dinosaur family tree. On the left is the family that contains the Brontosaurus, Velociraptor, and Tyrannosaurus, all over here in the Saurischia. Then here in the Ornithischia is the Stegosaurus and Torosaurus, aka Triceratops. Saurischia and Ornithischia aren't randomly assigned names. As humans found more and more of these ancient bones, we started putting them into groups. And just like my boy Chubb said, it's all in the hips. These animals have 3 bones in their hips, the ilium, ischium, and pubis. On Saurischians, they're arranged like this. This is called lizard-hipped. And in Ornithischians, they're like this, which is called bird-hipped. It's a big difference, and this is how paleontologists started categorizing these animals to trace their ancestry. It dates all the way back into the 1800s. Until now, in 2017, British scientists finally changed everything. They analyzed anatomical samples, and you know what? Their hips don't lie. All right, so here's what they're proposing. Ornithischians are not a separate group of dinosaur, but in fact they're grouped with another one called theropods. They want to call this new group Ornithoscelida, a name that was made up in 1870 and then never used. And if that weren't crazy enough, this new paper alleges that the anatomy indicates the Saurischia are actually 2 groups. I know. Sauropodomorphs should then be in their own category, meaning Diplodocus and Brontosaurus might not even be dinosaurs. What? First you tell me the Triceratops isn't real, and now Brontosaurus might not even be a dinosaur? But that's not all. The analysis also says dinosaurs are older than we thought they were at 247 million years, and that they may have evolved in the northern hemisphere rather than the southern. There's obviously a lot going on here. The important thing to remember is your favorite dinosaurs aren't going anywhere, but the way we're thinking about how to organize them in complex charts is being completely rewritten. To do that, the researchers created a computerized model. They took 3 years visiting museums filled with dinosaurs all over the world. How do I get that job? They used the data available to calculate 457 different anatomical characteristics of many species of dino. There are over 1,000 known, and they looked for patterns. From there, they made a computer model to form the best tree of life based on the data. They plugged in the numbers over the years and then clicked go. In 5 minutes, it analyzed 32 billion different trees and then picked the best one. Done and done. The click heard round the Jurassic world didn't immediately change everything, though. They're just suggesting the tree be rewritten. 130 years of tradition isn't just going to be swept away overnight. Now, lots of nerds all over the world are going to debate dinosaur hips. Yeah, it's going to get lit. Now that it's generally accepted dinosaurs evolved into birds, paleontologists are trying to figure out where the first dinosaur evolved, and also how, hoping to reveal more about the history of life on our planet. We only know that dinosaurs existed because of the bones of a very few that died in very specific ways, allowing their bodies or tiny parts of them to be preserved. There will potentially be thousands of species that we just never find and could have existed completely without our knowledge, so we just have to base our understanding on these trees of life on what is left. One of the researchers put it very humbly and also pretty well. Just because this is backed up by data, quote, doesn't mean it's right, just that it's the best we can do with the data we've got at the moment. I mean, if scientists were potentially wrong about something as fundamental as whether these dinosaurs were bird-like or lizard-like, what else might science have to revise in the future?